Hey guys, this video is to show you the pallet platforms that we've got here. They're basically just pallets, as you can see. Maybe you can get the whole picture of the pallet right here. This is a small one I'll start with, but you can kind of see what I did over here. Again, it's kind of hooked up onto this fence, onto this pole. That extra board there just kind of supports the pallet. That's what I level it up with, the back of the pallet. And then I just put these decorative boards in front. But yeah, if you want to try to find a way to make something that you can put your bins on. Again, it's early May or mid-May here still. Haven't really put these into service yet, but you get the idea of how these kind of work. Here's a series of 5 of them. 5 pallets. I think this was a really long pallet actually, or it was 2 pallets that I put together. I can't remember. It's just been a couple of years now, so it just kind of became the 5 bin system, and it continues down there. So there's 7 bins. This is just a little storage container with some shovels and things in it. Believe it or not, it's on a pallet too. So another pallet, or at least half of a pallet was used just to hold up this bin. And again, this is all wasted space mostly because it's on a hill. See how it goes down in there? Here's another one. Kind of got those boards back here. I guess this one kind of hard to see, but it's kind of resting on this fence post, the pallet, and it's propped up on a little shim. Some decorative boards on the outside just to kind of hide the underneath. Got the 3 bins here. Kind of level it up here. Again, nothing major, nothing complicated. Something you could do at home, I'm sure. Bring it around. Again, throw some wood chips around it or in front of it. Wall it off with some wood. And what do you know? You got a 3 bin system right here with just a pallet. Different pallets come in different sizes. Some of them have plywood on top. I think this one, the plywood's kind of peeled off. This is another one. If I were going to do this over, I would recommend that these boards be going the short way, because boards can warp in the middle and go a little bit off balance just because of the warping. This isn't too bad at all, but just to give you some heads up if you're going to do it yourself, I would recommend you go with the boards this way, the short way, instead of the long way, those top boards, just because they bow less. But again, throw some wood chips in front of it. Try not to cut the grass, the least the better. But yeah, really easy. See how they're resting on this board back here? And that board basically holds up the pallet. It goes down to the post, so they're 6-foot posts. And so you get a 6-foot board and you put it across your post. And bam, now you've got a rest for the back of the pallet, and the front of the pallet, if you're on a hill, can just kind of lay on the hill or on a block or some bricks. So I'm just trying to show you how to do things easy, cheap. Pallets are free. Typically, you can find them in piles along hardware stores or garden centers, nurseries. All sorts of businesses use pallets. So a lot of times they're just waiting to be picked up by the trash. Why not repurpose them? When we get winds from the northwest, typically they're the strongest and most consistent. Hey, it holds the fence up, believe it or not. This fence almost wants to blow over at times, I tell you. It's so windy here sometimes, but gosh, so I've got 15 bins on these free pallets, plus I've got a organizer here for various tools and fertilizer and things like that. And that's on a pallet too. And like I said, pallets are cheap, free. I got a pallet, goodness, I've got a whole pallet shed that I made up there. I'll have to tell you about on a different video. But I'd highly recommend you get your hands dirty. Here's a little pallet patio. So I mean, I forgive the mess, but you get the idea. I've got all sorts of pallets laying around. When I see them, I'll grab them. I mean, they're free. and they can be used for all sorts of different things. Look at this. This whole shed was built on pallets. I know it's not the greatest piece of architecture, of course, but it's free. It's just your time, your creativity. The nice thing about pallets I really like is you can put nails and screws, damage them, rip them apart, put them back together. There's really no harm. They're not like expensive pieces of material that you could screw up. If you screw it up, you just rip it apart and throw it away or start over, use the wood for scraps in another method or whatever, and you're good to go. So get to it, man. If you have a sloped yard, a west facing fence, or any kind of fence really, get to it. Start making pallet platforms. They're kind of like the raised beds of hydroponic gardening. All right, guys, I hope that was informative and you got something out of it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next video. All right, we got the tanks off, and you can see what happened is this thing popped off. The supporting, I had it from post, 6-foot fence all the way to that side, and that was kind of the brace post right there holding this pallet up underneath. So if you're trying to do this yourself, that might be an idea. I don't know, I'm gonna put a block under it, I believe, and see if we can kind of support that and then re-screw it in and go ahead and pull this pallet back up more level so I can get these boys back on. And hopefully we'll have another platform station for these hydroponic tanks back in service. All right, guys, I got it fixed. Just wanted to show you. It's not perfect, but you know, if you don't have a scale, just get it something like this and put some little bit of water, an inch of water in it, and see if it looks good enough for you. I mean, this is not perfect. The wood kind of split, whatnot, but hey, it's better than it was. Near level again, so I can get these bins back on. Maybe put a solar panel on one of these posts, and just like we did here, and get it back in service. All right, just wanted to keep you up to date, and if you do have an uneven yard, pallets are a cheap source of wood, many times free, and they work great for hydroponics. I've got them all the way down this fence, so to try to level up the ground here. Give me a little platform so it's a little bit higher up so I don't break my back. Anyway, have a great night.